Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. Dino Days and the Dinosaur Designer Series paper, which is really quite cute. So like these little ones, there's not dies for, but you could fussy cut them or use a die if you wanted to. These go with the dies, and you can see I took one whole sheet and cut them out, and quite a few of them I fussy cut, and then some of them, like this one, I think I took over to the die cutter and used the die, and that one. No, this one I hand cut, because let me show you the difference. I put it in one of the, let's see, I think I put it in this one. If you cut them out with the die, you get that piece left, and then you have nothing to have it hold on to. So if you use the die, and you'll see me actually, oh my fingers, that's when you need this baby. And I think I have to change this. And I have a spare right in my NBP. Plop. Come on, there it is. Yay! Okay, so you see how the edge is there? So that, yeah, right, Gail. So then you can put that glue on it and you have room to perfectly put that together. Otherwise, if you cut that, you have to shove it in a little extra. So I've showed you that a little early. But the paper's really cute, and something just went flying, and I hope it's nothing I need. So I'm going to put this down. These are the dies. You also have, and there went that die. I'll get it later. But you can cut an egg and you'll see that. So I did something else that was a little special. I took the dies and I made myself some templates. And on other videos, you've seen me do that before. So I was able to do these dots. I was able to make this background. And I did like a couple different colors, just moving it around. And it does look really cute. Let me grab a dinosaur. So you could set up a whole scene right with using these backgrounds. You could do it with paper also. And this template plastic I got on Amazon. And then I did this one. I only tested out the one. So, and I did that with a dauber because this one has that extra piece. But you could do with this either direction with making yourself a template. So try it on paper and see if you like it before you go ordering some template paper. You might be able to get it anywhere that they do yeah, blankets. Yeah, because that's what it's for. My brain. Okay, I'm gonna get Stampin' because I have no brain today. So here's the first card that I'm making. So I use the DSP. This is from the new colors, the in colors. And this is the purple posy. This piece, I use that die and then I put it through the subtle folder. So really, this is basically just let's put it together kind of card. So let's glue that. And then this one. We have Stacy and Sue. I can't see anybody else. Fran is probably, yep, Fran. Okay, so we have that. And then on the DSP, there's always, I don't know if, there was one card, I think I put one on the inside, but you always have those pieces on the edge, so you always have them to actually use. Only thing wrong with our Tombow glue is that it's very sticky. It's the only problem. So we're going to stamp in Gorgeous Grape. It's a struggle. You're Rawsome. Just want to make sure I'm like right in there. Okay, and then I took, wrong side. Oh no, it's the right side. And I did my edge. I've been doing that a lot lately. I just like that finished look. Yes. And then we'll put a couple of these on. That wasn't very even. Come on. So we're going to put that right there. I got a lot right there now. We're going to put a little bit of glue right there. He's so cute. Okay, and then this is how you put this together. So it really is better, even if you cut it out. This one I stamped, but if you cut it out of that paper, you're better off stamping the piece so that you have this. And then it's very easy to line up. Too much glue. Don't use too much glue. Okay. And then, did I pop? Yes, I did. Of course I did. Of course I popped it up. And then I'm going to do one little half piece here. On his head. And then this goes down on a white base, and it's all my normal 5 by 3 3/4. And voila. Just a cute, quick card. And on the inside, you can do happy birthday and put another piece of a dinosaur there. Let's get rid of this. and go on to the next one. Okay, so for this one, we're going to be using some alcohol. Okay, so inside this painter is alcohol. And what I'm going to do is take, and it doesn't matter with this if you do your background first, because the alcohol will not smear your regular ink. So what do I need here? Let's try the sea foam. I might have used, you know what? I think that was mint macaron. Mint macaron. So I'm just going to squeeze a little in there. And I can tell I did it after because of where my tree is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stamp him. And he was done in Pear Pizzazz. Pear Pizzazz, and where's my little dino? Dino! Oh, Dino! Now, the ink on the stamp itself is very bumpy and does have like coloration in it. I don't think it says distinctive, but I didn't check the catalog. But he's there. And then this part I did in Mossy Meadow. It's very easy to line up. Very, very easy. Except I don't want that right there in case I tilt. So he be done. And then I guess I have so many inks out and I don't have the right ones. Okay, soft suede for the tree. And whatever's on here. So we're going to stamp that down. And I'm going to need that again for the okay, so then we need those. And I did that in Garden Green, I hope. I'm blaming it on my glasses, and I still haven't made the appointment. Shame on me. Okay, so it's very easy stamping. And you can let some come down. You can even put some on the ground if you want. Okay, so now I need the Balmy Blue. There's a lot of ink out here. A lot of ink. So I'm just going to clean that off a little bit, and we're going to do the same thing here. So it's alcohol. And you could put, you know, a sun if you wanted to. can put some other colors, but we're trying to keep this really ink to paper and pretty easy. Okay, so then the last thing is make sure it's the right one. Yep. Oh, I know what I dropped before. I did cut out another one to show you the difference if you wanted to take it, step it up a little bit. So if I dropped it, it's gone. I think it fell into my paper box. So we're going to leave it as it is. Ink to paper. Ow. Curious to see how the rest comes together. It's coming upside down. It's coming. And this, you could pop it up if you want to, but you don't have to. Like, I think simple cards are really simple and nice. So there's that. No fuss, no muss, just stamp. Just stamp it. So there's that one. So now we're going to do the welcome baby card. And I am changing it up a little bit. Alright, so I don't need that. I might need that one. I don't think I need that one. Try to clean up a little bit. Okay, so this time I decided to put a little backing behind it. So out of my background, and there is a right and a wrong to this. So that covers up and you save some paper. So I'm going to put that aside and we're going to start building on that. So the first thing I did was not take out my pineapple punch. Ow! So I went around the whole thing. Okay, so we got that. Then I came back with not Pool Party, Coastal Cabana. Oh, we got a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to kind of move that aside. And what I did was squeeze some alcohol in there. And then it's not enough. Oh, you have to hold it back a little bit. And just put some specks on it. So now it's a spotted egg. Okay, so that goes that way. So then we need, look who's hatched, and welcome, which I have pre-done. So again, I cut two of the yellows and glued them together, and then what color is this? The peacock. So that's ready to go. So where's the peacock? It's at the zoo. Oh my goodness. Alright, so on this one we did baby. On this one we did look who's hatched. And my spots are darker on the other one. I gypped myself. I might go back and, you know what? I'm gonna try it with this. Okay, let's move everything else out of the way, and I'm gonna use something else to do the tapping. Looks the same. It's betterer. Okay, so we have that ready. These are going to get some dimensionals on them. It should be enough. It's not enough for me. I'm so bad. Alright, so these are ready. So now the other thing I did is I cut extras, because sometimes you want to mount something up a little higher, but the dimensionals are too high. So this makes it a little thicker, and I always like to do it with the DSP. Especially if you are, you know, putting dimensionals on it, because that's really thin. Let's see if I do it that way. And where's my take your pick? Whoa. Okay. Okay. So it's going to be that and that, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this together and then lay that all on. I think I went too close to the edge. I am so not used to putting my glue down on that. It's always the other way for me. It's good. Okay, and then this is going to go right in the middle. Evenly in the middle, I hope. Okay, so that's going to go basically in the middle. And you can use scraps when you layer it like that. Because no one's seeing that back side. And if you wanted to make like a shadow, you could use a different color. I actually went too low, but That's all right. It's gonna work. It's fine. Why do I even try? And you could do all kinds of things with the shell. You could put it closer and decorate it more, make it like a hinge. Is that the one? Nope, that's not the one. So there it is. And I think I do like the one with the yellow backing much better. Definitely much better. You think? Okay. So for the last card, and this was actually the card that I showed in a pre-picture. I got all kinds of pieces. And I'm changing this one a little bit too. Just a little, not much. I just want to have all the pieces. And this was the die that I used. And I think I didn't stamp a piece for it. So we might leave him without it, or we might use that one. I can always add it on later. What I didn't cut out was the extras. All right. All right. And do I have a backing? Yes. Oh, maybe they're in there. Nope, but that's the one I did the inside. See, so when you have like the ones that are on the edge of the paper, and this one had no feet. All right, let's move all that aside. Let's start building it. So this time I used a makeup brush for inking. Something a little different. I still like my glycerin and sponge the best. But you can get a very, well, very light if you know what you're doing with it. And different pressure, I guess, on here. I'll go back to my glycerin. I'll keep trying with that. Never know. Might start to like them. All right, I just want to try getting that bottom a little bit higher up. A little bit higher. So I'm gonna do some old olive. That's better. Okay, so then I took Old Olive and Granny Apple. I did try the glycerin with the brushes, and it made the brush go like, so it really didn't work. I had to clean it out, and I mean, I have a couple smaller ones, but I have to get some of the large ones and see how that goes. Okay, so I just stamped a few. So that was the Old Olive and Granny Apple Green. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do a couple. I'm going to do, instead of putting all the ones that I die cut, and this comes with a smaller one that I could. Right, most of that you're not going to see. Alright, so then there's a piece of DSP that goes down on the bottom. And what I did on the original card was I put all these other pieces and tucked it under, but I wanted to try doing it flat and doing less of those. Sometimes less is more. I think sometimes we tend to go, let's fill that in, let's fill that in. Oh, this is going to be bigger because it goes over the backing. Okay, I got it. Now that I have glue on that side. Not much left over. A hair. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to cut out extra these, but that's all right. It'll be fine. I just prefer when they're, you know, not as flimsy. If you agree, you can let me know. These were the best things. Okay, so that's going to go there. And this guy needs a couple. So he's going to go about there. I know, I'm being awfully quiet, aren't I? Linda, I just looked up and saw that you said you love what I'm doing. And as I read that, I was sticking this guy to my hand. Okay. And then this one goes right there, will work. All right, so then we're going to stamp I love you this much in, not that color. I'm telling you, I got too many inks out here. Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow. Then I'm going to see how it, oh. I blurred that one. And then if Rach is here, I have something to show her. That's better. Although you probably couldn't see that that was blurry, I did. Alright, so if that's going to go there, like that, so we can actually use a lot less. Okay, so we're going to use like partials. So it doesn't stick up too much, but it's gonna stick up. Oh, they're right in front of me. Yeah, I think I like the less is more. So then that I put on an angle. Okay, so there's the difference. Oh, look, I did have it. I think I can still shove it in. Well, that's what it's going to be. I will glue it in after. But there's, and I may change the color now because that's that. But you can see, like, this is, you know, a lot bulkier. So this was a little quicker to make. So that is that. I am going to just quickly get rid of a lot of stuff here. And I'm going to show you the other couple cards I did. And then bring back everything. That goes, Okay, so here's one, just simple with the DSP, and this one I put through, I forget what this one's called, the folder, if you can see. And then this, now this is what I mentioned before with Rach. So I'm going to show you. If you have two pieces and you want to flag them on the ends like that, so you make your one like an eighth or, you know, quarter, whatever you're going to do. Slide this all the way to the bottom. So you're already working with a piece that is all the way around. Oh, I just made a really big flag. But you want it all the way to the bottom even. And if you really want it to be perfect, then take temporary tape and don't cut with a curve. Don't move it. My finger doesn't like to stay still. Not that finger. But you get the idea. As long as you like stay down. I think I will have to, when I do this again, use my temporary tape. So then after you do that, and if you cut it a little more even, not the curve, then it matches. So that's my trick for that. Okay, so this one I cut a border out of the paper, but I did the double. So there's a white piece also. I glued them together. I cut a piece for the middle out and I put it through the folder with the birch trees and then did the rest. And these I used the strips and I did that double. So it's really nice and firm and nothing on the inside. Okay, and then this last one I did, and I used a couple sets, but I did the bottom with glycerin. Everything was glycerin in the sky, but then I used the blends to make the lines in there. And look at his little feet. What was the other set? Oh, for the happy birthday, it came from Here's a Card. The baby from the other card was Well Said. For the sand, that was Artisan Textures, and the water was also Artisan Textures. Yeah, I'm really starting to like this little one for water. The only thing that I did wrong with this, but I guess it really doesn't, you know, I notice it, is that I did all of this after I put him down. So next time I would stamp straighter and do it first. But that was that one. They were fun. Like, I have so much fun doing cards like this. I almost never really, I have to force myself to use DSP because this is really what I love to do. I'd like to get even better at it. Okay, so these are the cards, and then that was the first card. I'll kind of put this one there, and since I didn't really do that one on camera, it doesn't really have to be in there. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I really did have fun with this set. It's definitely a fun set for kids or big boys who think they're kids, who act like kids. You can give them one as a joke, but definitely a fun set. So I will see you Sunday with, you know, my motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. If you have any ideas, shoot them out to me, and I'll be glad to do it. Thanks again. I'll see you Sunday. Good night.